Goosebumps watching that. If you are a Raptors fan, if you aren't, well, here's your chance to get into Raptors fever. Joining us from Sportsnet 650, Randip, Janda, Satiar. Welcome to you both.
Thank you.
Game 1, NBA Finals goes tonight. We the North, we're wearing it loud and proud. Nice to see the momentum on the West Coast. But we wanted to do a segment so people could understand, okay, if you don't know the game of basketball, what are the big storylines we can watch? And anytime you talk Raptors, this name pops up, Kawhi Leonard. Why is this such a unique year and such a small window for the Raptors to win, given what could happen in the offseason, Randy?
Well, there's only a few players that have the skill of a Kawhi Leonard in the NBA. There's LeBron James, Kevin Durant. Kawhi Leonard's that type of player. He's a dominant player, the best two-way player in the game. So the Raptors only have him for 1 year, and that's why it's important. He's a free agent at the end of the year. Masai Ujiri went all in, and when you go all in like this, you got to deliver. So he has been the difference maker against Philly, against, of course, the Milwaukee Bucks as well, and that's why legitimately they have a shot against the Golden State Warriors. You can't say that, how many times have we been able to say that in the past for a Raptors team? I know they swept the season series against the Warriors, but that's why this is so relevant, and it's kind of taken the country by storm, because Kawhi Leonard is that special talent.
And when you say all-in, Sat, what did the Raptors give up to make this such a sacrifice to get to this point?
Honestly, what they gave up to get Kawhi, DeRozan's fine. Don't get me wrong. DeMar DeRozan's fine. He was a good player for him, but you make that trade 10 times out of 10, because you weren't getting anywhere with DeRozan and Lowry. They hit their ceiling as a team. You go out and get Kawhi Leonard, you can make the case is the single best player in this series. And in the NBA, if you have the single best player in a series, you got a really good chance of winning. And if you look at Kawhi Leonard, how he's been playing in this playoffs, he's having a historical playoffs. He's putting up numbers like Michael Jordan put up. He's playing defense like Scottie Pippen played defense. He's been an absolute animal. And didn't go up him a lot to get him.
And Kawhi on our side, so hopefully that momentum continues. Now there's this other gentleman on the other side, Golden State Warriors, Steph Curry. How good is Steph Curry? This is the 5th straight NBA Finals for the Golden State Warriors. And how much of a threat will he be when this series starts tonight, Randy?
Oh, he's a massive threat, and he's been dropping 35 points essentially every single game since Kevin Durant got injured, which shows you that Steph Curry's being more aggressive now. Kevin Durant is one of the purest scorers in NBA, going back in history in 20 years, and potentially even history. But Steph Curry right now has been the facilitator the rest of the year. Now that Kevin Durant's injured, he's being aggressive. He's taking his shots, and he can create, he can score, he can do everything. He is a player that I think sometimes, and maybe in the last 2 years with Kevin Durant in that lineup, we've kind of undervalued. We're seeing that value now, and the Raptors are going to be, whether it's Fred VanVleet or Kyle Lowry, they're going to have to play their best game on defense against him, maybe even Kawhi Leonard.
Okay. We're going to see this next photo because injuries. You mentioned Kevin Durant, confirmed he will not play in Game 1. Boogie Cousins as well. 2 big injuries for Golden State, missing star power. How much of a chance does that give us?
Oh, it gives the Raptors a great chance, especially with KD out. Cousins, you almost want him to come back and play because defensively, he's a bit of a liability, and he might throw the rhythm of the team off, so him coming back might actually help the Raptors to some extent. KD being out's big, and some of the NBA insiders say he might even play in the series. If he doesn't play 3 to 4 games, the Raps have a real chance of winning the series. And I'm not just saying maybe they get lucky, but if you compare the teams, the way Kawhi's running, as good as Steph is, as good as Clay is, they have a real chance if KD is out for 3 to 4 games.
And the big chance comes with home court advantage, because 4 of these 7 games will be played in Toronto, and we look at the super fans and the conversations that have happened. Nav Bhatia never missed a home game in 24 years. He's an awesome story. Drake on the sidelines has garnered so much of the spotlight. What do you guys think of the enthusiasm he has showed and the attraction he has become in terms of being a distraction for the other team? Zach?
Well, I think it's good for the game because he's a transcendent pop star, right? So you have people that are living in Asia, in Africa, even in Europe, that aren't basketball fans, that are Drake fans, and they are drawn to what Drake is doing. And he is one of the biggest Canadian artists in the world. And he is representing a Toronto team to this degree. Yes, does he cross the line a little bit? Does he need to step away from giving Nick Nurse some massages in the back and maybe getting in people's faces, especially players? But you can't look at this and say it's bad for the game. If anything, the polarization and the reaction is exactly what you want.
And he's also made Canadian basketball cool. A couple of days ago, we heard Nick Nurse is going to be coaching that Canadian basketball team. Guess what? Nike's got a deal with OVO. They're going to come out with merchandise. It's actually cool to be a Canadian basketball fan. When's the last time we could have said that? Remember the days of Bill Winnington back in the 90s?
Oh, wow.
Nobody wanted to play with Canada back then. Now it's actually a destination, and it's a good time to be a Canadian basketball fan.
Well, the game has changed. Sportsnet tonight, NBA Finals, pregame pregame show goes at 5:30 p.m. We have a giveaway for those of you looking for a place to watch. Sports Bar in Rogers Arena is great. You have a chance to win a $100 gift card to the Sports Bar, plus a pair of tickets to see the Canucks play in the 2019-2020 season. Just email us, contests@btvancouver.ca. Subject line, Sports Bar. Guys, we're out of time. Prediction, what are we going to see?
I'm going to I want to be all in on the Raptors, but Warriors in 6. I think they're going to dominate.
Sat?
I had Warriors in 6. I'm going to say Warriors in 7. And if KD's out for 4 games, Raps in 7. How about that? I'm hedging. I'm going
to go Raps in 7. Either way, I think we're going to see a great series. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you. Thank you.
We'll take a break. Watch this. Your viral videos of the day coming up with Thor Dackow here on Thursday's BT. Stay tuned.